Hey, I'm Jan. Welcome to another episode of No Frills Video. Today is Wednesday's episode. We're talking all week long about tips and tricks to when you're living in a small space. Let me tell you, as a New Yorker, I have a lot of experience in that. So let's get started with that. There's something that people they oftentimes forget when it comes to small spaces. Constantly, people are thinking of when you have company, when you have company. How am I going to do this if I have company? Well, if you live in a small space, not to be rude, but your focus of attention has to be on how you are living in your existing space, really and for true. Because, small spaces are not necessarily the greatest places to host dinner parties. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying focus on yourself. What do I mean by that? Well, for example, if you live in a small space, do you really have to keep 10 pots and pans, lots and lots of silverware, things of that nature? No. You want to capsulize it more or less, sort of like a minimalistic approach. For example, I just keep enough stuff around for the stuff that I use. Honestly, it's true. I do have enough if I do have company, but I don't focus my attention of, oh, what's going to happen when I have company. I don't do that. I focus on what is best for my living space. So if you live with one person or just yourself or whatever, focus on how you are living and maximizing the space for how you live and make things a lot easier. Keeping and storing way too many pots, way too many pans, utensils that are not necessary, it's just taking up space that you could be using that space for your clothing, for example. So, as far as like in case you want to engage in having a person over, extra person or two over, always keep a whole bunch of paper plates, disposable cups, things of that nature, so that you can have people. That's great. Or those, plastic, spoons and forks, put them away for entertainment purposes. But you don't have to have so many extra utensils, actual extra pots and pans. Work with the space that you have. That is clearly a very important thing to do. So, the main message of this message today is focus on your own space. There is something else I want to mention to you. A lot of people think they cannot have an office space in a small space. That is not true. Anybody that has walls, for example, can find a corner in their room and turn that corner into a little bit of a desk area. Okay. So that could be your area, your desk area. And by the way, speaking of desks, you can make your own desk with two filing cabinets. Like let's say one of those metal types that say they have like two or three drawers. You get two of those. You could get them maybe at a garage sale or whatever, or get them inexpensively. And then you could cut to size, the size of your space. Go somewhere to one of those home stores that you could get things cut to size. Get some wood cut to size, finished wood or whatever, paint it yourself, make it look really cute, and do it in the space that you're working with. You just created, voila, personalized desk for your space. So even people in small spaces can absolutely have an office. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for some more tips.